Welcome back to part 26 of my Angmar Let's Play, Third Age Total War and Divide and Conquer version 5. So picking things up, we left them last time. I'm going to kick things off today by jumping on out of the Shadow Watch to attack Captain Eddie. After we've dealt with Eddie, we'll then decide whether we retreat to the northeast to Gobidrain or whether we go south and take out Captain Dell and jump back into the Shadow Watch. We'll just weigh up our options and see what's going to be best. We'll select everybody. We'll leave behind this general, the wargs, and the savages, and then take everybody else to go strike Eddie.
We shall engage.
Okay, well, they got gatekeepers, which are missile units. Get 8 missile attack, pretty decent with those crossbows. They've also got some watchman bowguard 4 missile attack. Yeah, not amazing. Merchant cavalry, pretty nasty, and the merchant militia, just decent defense, basically. In we go.
Attack!
As always, thanks for all your comments, advice, tactics, and suggestions. They're all greatly appreciated. Do keep them coming. One or two of you are, you know, getting a little bit worried. You're saying, you know, facing off against all these enemies on all these fronts, you're not worried about losing the campaign, Lionheart. I honestly don't think we're anywhere close to really having to worry about losing this campaign. Yes, we're getting pressured from multiple fronts right now, but like worst case is what happens most likely over the next few turns is we have to lose a few settlements, including the Shadow Watch, and we just have to pull back, regroup until we've got a stronger, larger force, and then we push back on out. Basically, the kind of, I guess our fortunes over in the west have been slowed, and potentially, you know, we're on the back foot here, while Agandar smashes through the High Elves. Once Imladris falls, then Agandar can start by cutting through the southernmost territories of the Dunedain and then coming up and west. So it may just be a case that we just sort of resolve ourselves to just hold a line in our territories in the west until Agandar and our Wraith can make it across as well. But we'll see how things go over the next few turns. But I'm not worried about losing this campaign. We're far from it. We're fine. I think if the High Elves were still a threat around Imladris, then I'd be worried. But now that we've taken out Elrond, we've got Goblin Town, we should be fine. I've set everyone up here, but I'm still not 100% sure I like this position. What I'm thinking is I'd move here and then fire on them. But if they come straight towards me, this is not ideal. Firing at them with the ballista. My only other option, though, is to go kind of, I guess, down here. Get them as they come across the plains. So actually, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, you know what? Yeah, actually, I'm going to have skilled here. Place the stakes. At the very least, I can always pull him back. Liking this music. Very ominous. Where are they? They're just going to chill there, or they're going to come at me? Sometimes they just start marching. If they're not going to come at me, I'm going to go take the high ground. I'll go up here. Which looks like that's what they're doing. That's fine. And now we have jovial music rather than the shadow music. Right, 6 times speed. Let me get to position match. Yeah, you're not on fire at will anyway. That's fine. I don't think I'll be able to hit them from here anyway because I can barely see them. We're going to have to move forward a fair bit anyway, I would have thought. Once we take up position. Oh, these are the gate guard, is that what they're called? Pretty nasty looking. Let's get away with that ballista. It's slowly making its way up. I don't think I've got a question for today. Although, actually, seeing as we talked about music, what is everyone's favourite Lord of the Rings soundtrack piece? If you know the exact name of the track, let me know. Or if there's a specific point in the films where you're like, oh, it's just that section of music when Gimli does this or Legolas does that, feel free to let me know. Yeah, share your favorite musical moments. I'm trying to think which is my favorite musical moment or what's my favorite track. There's just so many. I used to spend like my summers just when I was just chilling, playing games and stuff like that in between. I mean, this is a long time ago now, seems like it, but when I was yeah, summer holidays from school or whatever, or university, summer holidays, just chilling, playing games, whatever, in my room, blasting out the Lord of the Rings orchestral soundtrack. Yeah. I've always been there. It's like when it comes to music as well, people always say like, oh, what's your favorite music, Lionheart? And it's like, I'll pretty much listen to anything, but you know, I wouldn't be able to just pull out like an artist and be like, oh yeah, I'm really enjoying listening to their work. I mean, of like kind of, I guess like, you know, modern artists, I listen to all the, you know, the kind of latest kind of pop and pop rock kind of music out there, all those sorts of artists and things like that, the kind of current trending ones. But I wouldn't, you know, ever be like, oh yeah, what are you listening to, Lionheart? I'd be like, I don't know. Well, what's in the top 10 right now? I don't know. What do you hear most on the radio? What's the trending track? I'd be far more likely to tell you. So have you heard of the orchestral soundtrack for insert movie or game? That's far more what I'm likely to listen to. This is really annoying that I can't get the position here. If I go into the trees, it's just going to be a nightmare. There's only a little bit further I can go, so I'm going to go here. How much further is the range actually on this? It's good to there. Okay, that tree is the cutoff, and they are there. So yeah, I do need to move. We need to move further forward than that. It's a shame because I'm losing all my potential height advantage. Damn it, Captain Eddie. It's fine. It's giving me plenty of time to talk about what I listen to. It's all on this ballista to initiate the attack, basically. And if they can't reach, then I've got to keep shuffling it forward. So the ballista can now fire up to, yeah, that tree there. It's still got to move forward to about here. Right, yeah. Enemy is definitely spotted. They shuffled a little bit. Right, fire. Do enough damage to these guys and they should come towards us if I can get the shots through the trees. Yeah. I don't know if they fire's up and over, but I don't know. Do missiles clip through trees in Medieval 2, or are they like Warhammer where the trees will block them? Or more recent Total Wars, I guess. I always use Warhammer as a reference point just because it's the most recent title that they, you know, actively have been updating, and I kind of noticed these features a bit more. You're going dead on the same point every time. I mean, if you just want to take out that one unit, I know they've got a unit of longbows, which I can then march up fairly safely towards. I was kind of hoping I could use the ballista to take out the cavalry, but okay. This is a really dull opening. Eddie. What were you thinking, Eddie? Are there any Eddies watching this video right now? Can you please comment for your fellow Eddie? Yeah, we're completely out of ammo on the ballista. Wow. Okay, right. Well, nothing for it then, really, but to advance forward a bit. But surely we're going to spot the rest of them in the trees now. Yeah, here we go. How many are they down to? 58. I mean, that's not terrible. Still got my archers out in front, my infantry behind for the moment. I wish Skilled had a unique ability, actually. I know he's got the longbow, the stakes, because he's a longbow unit. But yeah, that really relies on that. Only works when you're the defender, because otherwise you move out of position. It's all the way over here, wasn't it? That's where you moved from. Yeah, you move out of position and then they're useless. But these would have been useless if we deployed up over here anyway, because we weren't drawing the enemy to us. Are they coming yet? Let my archers just duke it out with their missile troops. I think we're just taking it easy. We want to minimize casualties, so it's not going to be an interesting clash, really. We've just got to whittle them down, minimize our losses as best we can. 3% to their 23%. They're trying to pick off Skilled. Okay, infantry, I'm going to go forward with you guys now. There is a risk, though, that we push forward with these guys and the cavalry outflank us. But they're starting to do some damage now. That's Skilled. He's got his bodyguard right in front. Seems to have hopefully caught most of the shots for him. Can't wait till we can actually recruit Dark Blades, because they are devastating. But depending on the outlook after this and how far this army can move, I may withdraw from the Shadow Watch. Just because I know we've got more troops coming.
Tidings.
Nice.
The enemy general lies dead.
Right, there's the merchant cavalry, which I want to try and catch with my thralls. Thralls, get him.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, the only problem, we're going to take too many losses here, even just dealing with them. We've used up most of our missile damage. Come on, thralls. And you know, decent bulky force to get a proper charge into them. At 21% now, yeah, it's going to go well over 30, I'd have thought. Especially that merchant militia in there. I think with the way this is going, Skilled, we are just going to try and get you out of here. But it may well be it's just Skilled that gets out of here. If he's got the extra movement to get to safety, that's where I'm going to send him. Over here. Round behind. Before these guys break through. That cavalry is trying to get out. It's trying to break all of these guys. I think they've gone, though. I think they've just broken. What a mess. What a slaughter. This is the thing, though, I like about these older Total Wars, and it's something I hope in a way we get back to, is that these that you tend to have just greater losses.
Cowardly foe runs.
Continue a little bit.
Press the
You
attack.
tend to have greater losses in these low and mid tier battles compared to stuff like Warhammer, where you just utilize your lords and your special abilities and things like that. And it's kind of what I hope we get to, just because it makes, I think it makes even these smaller skirmishes a bit more impactful and a bit more meaningful. You know, because we've still lost a significant part of our force here, which is detrimental to our ongoing effort. So we have to then, you can't just kind of rapidly expand all over the place. So you kind of have the ebb and flow of campaigns, and almost, I guess in a way, almost like the idea of seasons of campaigning and things like that. I think it probably helps that in these older titles as well, units don't automatically replenish. Straight away you have to pull them back to your settlements to retrain to replenish them. I don't think I want to see Total War go back to that system. I think the current replenishment system's all right, because it's essentially simulating kind of supplies and stuff like that to a degree. I guess it would make more sense that you would go back to a holding, to a castle, to raise up more men and things like that.
By the victory we have
32 to
won
26.
here
Yeah,
today.
this force is too weak now to go after any others, I think. Or if it does, it will be absolutely finished. So we'll have to see what's open to us.
If the enemy finds us here, it won't be a wise choice. No, please, my lord, reconsider.
I'm actually going to ransom them just because an extra 1,000 gold right now and a small little force like that I'm not too worried by. I mean, I know they were nasty in that battle, but in the grand scheme of things.
Yes,
right, how far can you go? The main question is, how far can Paladin chase us?
Defeating you. It will be an
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
my lord.
Because we've got these guys up here.
My lord. My lord.
But then archers defending in a settlement like that should hopefully be able to cause a bit of trouble. So I'm wondering, do I want to risk all these guys? Because I can't retrain all of them. Do I want to risk them all?
Orders. Orders. Your will, my lord.
I think what I'm going to do, I could send them to attack this small force as well.
Coward.
But then I don't think they'll have enough to get back into the Shadow Watch. That's suicide for them. I'm going to put them back in the Shadow Watch.
By your
Try and hold them up there. Put those two into retrain.
Yes, my lord.
It will be
Skilled.
Your orders, my
I'm going to
lord.
send you over here.
Yes. Let us settle matters on the field of battle.
Yes, my lord.
Just to be safe, I'm going to send Skill further ahead.
Let us settle matters on the field of battle. Orders. We'll make camp here.
If
my lord.
somehow Skilled is
Your will,
attacked,
my lord.
I can't get these guys to him anyway. He does have to retreat. Retraining, getting more troops up there. What else can I recruit around? I was saying getting more hillmen, but I was already getting as many hillmen as I possibly can actually out from all of here. We don't have any Angmarian troops that I can throw out right now. We've got these guys coming in, so these guys could actually be new troops for Skilled. If we link them up here. We've got these guys that are going to go attack Rod. The plan was to push to Ostal, but I'm still wondering if that is the best option rather than cutting along here to take out Fornost. Because if I dive south, then I've got to sit down here and hold. And I don't think that's quite what we need to be doing right now. I think actually dealing with Bree and then doubling back this way is probably the better option. There's that army of the Dunedain, but we've got forces over here anyway. But yeah, you guys have all these recruitment hubs over here have got out what they can. For what it's worth, send in a unit of thralls there. You're all recruiting whatever you possibly can. Yeah, get some extras out from that. Just throw them out. Full them out. You guys are saying these two could actually come over here to go and retrain at the Iron Gates. Agendour has to stay put there unless we take you out of Camith Bryn, but that is still a drop in earnings.
Your orders, my lord.
But I'm going to try it to see if I can get Agendour on the march. Otherwise, I've got to send a faceless force from here out, essentially. Trying to get that in there. Can I actually send these guys out right now?
My lord. Orders. As you wish.
Yeah, they're still fine.
Your will,
If I'm going to do anything, though, it would
Get ready
be
for fighting. No
take those guys
sleeping.
out. Who are my most expensive units? It should automatically... will it automatically do it, or does it just do the... Looks like the archers. Let's just pop you guys in there. This is these guys. Yeah, actually, that looks like it's correct. Yeah, and you guys. That should save me some more money.
My lord. We'll make camp here.
Just leave those guys behind, essentially. Retrain them. We've left these two in here, but we can pull them back as well because we're going to trade that one over when we get our diplomat in next turn. Right, okay. Let's go smash rod.
We shall slaughter them, my lord.
Oh, wow. Really small
Such is the fate of
little
all
force.
who
Council guard
oppose
as well.
us.
Wow.
Finish them. There'll be no escaping us now. Attack. Men.
Might be able to do the majority of this battle with just the wargs, actually. I think I need to split these guys out, actually, after this. Because Drangu can pick up some more wargs that I'm recruiting over at Mount Graham, and he can also then axe to Ras. That Dunedain army that's heading towards Camith Bryn. Yeah, I see the merits in you guys need more archers, definitely. Wow, yeah, that's what you're lacking. I see the merits in going for Ossul for sure, but right now I think Fornost, and we need to stem the tide of Bree coming at us rather than going for Ossul. For now, at least. I'm gonna put you guys there, and then archers. Yeah, really need more archers in here. They're over there. That's fine. Perfect hunting for my wargs. As it stands, it looks like they're heading towards us anyway. I'm going to redeploy you guys along here. Archers, the longbows out in front. This is an Angmarian army. And they were like marching forward, and they're like, "Oh no, let's pull back a bit." Gonna fast forward it until they're settled. Push up a bit with the cavalry so we're not caught too far behind. Are they retreating to high ground, or are they just actually retreating to get out of there? They're just retreating to high ground right at the back of the map. It's fine. So got these bodyguard there. These are merchant infantry, heavy infantry, which are just kind of like sellswords essentially in plate armor. That's it. Nice. Like armor piercing missiles, so they do substantial damage. Really probably should be using it on the merchant infantry, actually. They're not losing many entities yet, but they will do soon. The jabs are coming in as well, hitting them. Trying to move. charging towards our force now. We've drawn them in. Oh, they've got 2 Greenway Riders. You guys have used up all your equipment. Pull back. They got 2 of the wargs. I'm more interested in taking out the merchant infantry right now than the general, because they are solid. Greenway Riders, you dead? Yeah, good. Just harass the general then. What I'm thinking here is we can charge into these guys if we can lure them around enough. So pull back with this one and have this large unit get round behind them, flank them. Meanwhile, just pepper these guys to death. Get some salt as well. Got to well season your enemies, don't you know? In fact, we can do more damage to these guys if their backs are to us anyway. We'll just charge them from each side. Move away from that rock though, because that will disrupt us a bit. These guys are going down hard. And all this with just my wargs. Okay, yeah, wargs, get ready for a charge. Just have to watch this, because once they turn around, it's not going to be fun. Now, get away.
Badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Because we'll lose some getting away from this, most likely. But their backs are now turned, which means these guys charging in from behind. They're not ready. They did lose quite a few on that. We lost like 6 or 7.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
The charge damage. Get away, because if you stay engaged for too long, you will lose. Off skirmish mode now. All of you guys charge in the 7 that remain. They've broken. 2 of them, they're gone.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
There we go. Job done. Bye-bye, Rod.
This is a clear victory.
You lost 11. You're surprised you're only facing 3 units, Lionheart. Yeah, I know. Hey, it's the small victories. Take the small victories when you can, eh? Oh, because we captured the general. Yeah, ransom him for 1,200. He's supposedly a good general, is he?
Be an honor, defeat, yes.
My lord.
An order.
I am going to move along from Ossol for now.
I respect you.
I'm going to try and use his force to strike Fornost, but you need more archers. And a ballista wouldn't go amiss either. Don't think there's any more we can recruit. We're upgrading this at long last. Can I do anything for you guys? Lord's Hall is needed to get the... no, it's not the Lord's Hall, is it? It was the Great Hall. But if we get that barracks in there, Angmarian archers, infantry, we get the Iron Crown warriors in there as well, which would be useful to push from. Yeah, anything. I just need to do the one that lets me recruit more than just 2 units at a time. But I don't think so. If there's anything else we could do, we'll just have to save our money. Unless we get the barracks at Angsul, which would help us up here in the north, to be honest. So yeah, let's get that in there. It's 4 turns away anyway. But it's just going to help. Slow things down on the border. Right. Let's see what occurs. Where's my diplomat? Down here. I'll let you come with that. Yeah. Good, good, good. Right. See what happens. So we've got Barketta as well. Keep an eye on. They're going to all rally together. They are just going to ignore the Shadow Watch and keep marching north, whereas this army's going to come up. Okay. Thing is, I can't afford to put Skilled in Gobidrain either. Dwarves mustering. Essentially, Skilled's got to keep retreating until he can gather enough forces to strike back. And in the meantime, whatever forces we can use to slow them down. I don't necessarily want to lose a load of lords. Ossul. Yeah. Just they go, hey, I'm not going to take Ossul. It's like, hey, do you want to take Ossul?
My lord.
Get that mission.
Come and get me, you coward.
I can do. It is a great thing. Is it's going to lose a fair chunk of troops taking it because it's favoured for the defender. It's very favourable for the defender, which is why it's a good one to take and hold. Are they going to keep on coming? This is a weaker force. But I could save some of these archers, but I can't. I don't think I can turn around on Paladin.
Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord. Orders. Let us settle matters on the field of battle. It will be an honor.
But now I can't send these guys to escape. Yeah, don't do that.
By your command.
Looks like that maybe has stemmed the tide of Breland forces, though. They're just sending dribbles up here now. So Fornost is open for us.
Come and get me.
Yes, my lord.
Let's at best be good. You're very hard to trust.
Throw 3,000 at them.
Nay, my friend. No. Well, that was uneventful.
I'd welcome a trial by
Faction Air. Grimborn Reavers.
Orders. Marching to war. We can go no further to death. Joining forces, my lord. Your will, my lord.
At this point, I'll be retreating all the way back to Angsul.
We'll make camp here. I will only address
That force split up a little bit and pulled back. That's good. So yeah, it's those guys coming in.
Come and get me, you coward.
You're ordered one of the best units currently available, which means the ones that are currently available to recruit. I don't think any of would it be any of these that I'd get. I think some of you have said they've actually got to be ready to go, or whether it's units, just any that you've currently unlocked as such. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you're going to go for roads. Oh, you need only a little bit more money as well.
My lord.
Right.
Your orders, my
Agandar, out you come. What does it look like if I put that lord in there? 2,600. Not terrible. Means Agandar can march on Ladris. And yeah, as I'd hoped, they're actually sending forces out of Imladris. So they've got less in there now, so we want to press the attack on Imladris. My agents. Snow Orcs. Is that the Snow Orcs? No.
As you wish.
Which King's up here? So yeah, you're going to...
My lord. My lord.
It's not a Snow Orc army I can go talk to this turn. I think they can reach it next turn.
Shall continue, my lord.
Good. So you guys are going to have to stay there for another turn. Although...
Will, my lord. Yes. Orders. By your
Okay.
command, my lord.
Pull you back here. 55. And I don't want to leave that catapult there either.
Merging armies, my lord. By your command.
I can put it on low tax rate for now, but we don't want to be losing that much army. That much army? That much money. I don't think you're particularly good as a governor.
Your will, my lord. Yes.
Mason's Hall's going in now. Got the temple in, haven't we? Do that, then you'll get both at the same time.
I can greet you, but not serve you, Lord.
What about the savages?
As you wish.
60. It needs to be 65, doesn't it? These guys actually are pretty battered, but I need the best troops possible with Agandar.
By
Your orders, my lord.
assembling a mighty host. Your will, my lord.
I need to make sure I've got infantry, otherwise I'm going to struggle. I've got
Forces, my lord.
a little bit in there for now. I think maybe those 2 units of archers are going to have to go back over here. 65. Retrain them. And what is the main? It's going to be cultural, isn't it? Cultural unrest. So we've got to get that sorted.
Orders, my lord. By your command. Merging armies, my lord. Your will, my lord. Yes.
Ah, you can't even get
To
in.
exhaustion.
But we can leave that one.
Later. We can go no further today.
I mean, I could go through and destroy stuff here if I'm going to trade it over to the orcs to give me a little bit of extra gold if I really wanted to. Oh, you know, military garrison, that's costing me some income. Public order bonus 10% though. Get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of that. The Bladesmith's Guild, that's for the elves. Like, I don't think that's useful for us. So, okay, we'll get rid of that. Which means I've now got enough money over here to get the roads in, which will make a sizable change to our income, which is good.
Orders. My lord.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go merge.
By
Throw
your
you back in
command.
there and leave it. If it gets attacked, gets damaged, that's it.
Yes, my lord.
That is not enough to push with, but we've got more forces from Cameth Bryn that we'll be taking. There are more forces we can recruit if we had a bit more money, which we can start doing next
Your
turn.
orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
We're leaving. Your will, my lord.
There is no glory in hiding like this, my lord.
Damn.
Your orders, my lord.
Orders.
Yeah, I don't want these guys to back
I will
away.
only address you in battle
just gonna-
by your command. Entering woods and preparing to ambush.
Put you guys there, but then I might as well put some of them back in here.
Orders. Your will, my lord. As you wish, my lord.
Just do that. Saves us money for now. Right, we've got them moving on that tack anyway. Probably send you over there to retrain. No.
Your will, my lord. My lord. Your will, my lord. My lord.
Okay, might as well maximize our costs then. You guys can't do it anymore there, but we can send these guys
Your will, my lord.
out here.
An order.
Even if we just took Ossul and then swept on up, I'm very torn as to what to do with that force.
My lord.
Yes, my lord.
Orders. Your will, my lord.
Let us settle matters on the field of battle.
You guys are gonna have to keep me busy
I
there.
respect you, my
Orders. Merging armies, my lord. With honor. Your will, my lord. Joining forces, my lord. My lord. As you wish.
Get enough forces to try and break the siege. I guess that's what we do. You're about to get another ballista, or at least attempt to.
Orders. Yes.
For what it's worth, all of them muster up here.
Orders.
That army reclaims that next turn, which is good. That puts pressure on them, or swings on up to skilled, which I think is going to be the most likely option for us there.
Yes.
What to do with you guys? Because we could jump in, take that fort, and then the following turn go for Ossul itself. Let's do it. Let's go to that fort.
We go no further today.
I swear I was clicking on that fort to attack. Okay, well,
Yes.
we've committed to going down here now. We'll see what the response is.
An order. We shall slaughter them, my lord.
This does look like it's where they're recruiting most of their troops, though, so I'll probably take it, leave a tiny force behind just to harass the Dundine, and then use it to keep pushing against Bree. That's Bree itself. And they've got ones down there. Maybe while all their forces are in the north, we swing in the underbelly and cut up. But got to remember, this force isn't quite ready to be at full strength, and it's more focused on dealing with smaller forces on the field. Right, one more in turn, and then we will wrap things up for today. At least this should bring that Dunedain force back. Ah, there be Gandalf the White. Showdown at Ossul by the looks of things. Ah, they're pulling back in. That's what I didn't want them to do. I wanted them to come out and attack us. So I may actually send a choice unit out just to act as a tempting target to try and pull them out. Agandal's still got a few, probably like another couple of turns just to gather all the forces he needs. Western Moria besieged. Okay. Civil disorder.
Your will, my lord.
But it's now okay. And those have to be repaired. But outside of that, not a problem. Let me just see if my diplomat can get up here. Yeah, there we go. Give region.
Your proposition.
Ethelberg. Yeah, what are you gonna give me for that? Give me some gold. How's your wealth? Modest. Give me what, 2,000 for that? Surely that's a decent deal. It's very generous. Yeah, even more. 4,000. I'm gonna go too far. I probably should do a regular payment actually, rather than just a one-off. But and like I want the money now. What about 6,000? I don't know if I can ask for much more than that. Okay, fine. I'm going to go big. I'm probably going to end up not getting this settlement this turn. I'll have to try it again next turn. Surely not going to give me more than 10k for it.
We have no complaints with this plan. Your time was most valuable.
You just gave me 20k for Methelberg. You guys sure? Wow, okay. Could have asked for more, probably. 30k. Okay, well, the treasury is flowing, my lord. Clearly, we've worked out how to make money in this game, and it is to become essentially property investors in whole towns. I'm going to leave my spy here just so I can see what's coming at all times. You guys are now, yeah, fine with what you've got coming in there. So I can actually bring out a few more troops. So I need to decide if we can, what troop we should use. Probably a weakened one from Kenneth Bryn. Like, leave these guys out here. Oh, look, I'm a tasty, tasty unit. Come and attack me. Come and attack me. They could take out a chunk of that force to go after them. That'd be great. You guys are all going to link on up together. We're also going to take you guys all out as well to Agandar. And then I need to take probably a few more units from here out over to Agandar's army, plus a few from there eventually, and then we look to push down the next couple of turns. So that is Gandalf.
Let us settle matters
Gandalf the White. And he gets the Royal Guard. Is that a better unit than what he had before? I feel like it might be. So they should be more powerful, but can we take him out or not? That is the question. I've got Bree all around me. Rod coming in from behind again, so we'd have to attack these guys first anyway, and then push on Ossul. Although I'd probably take out Gandalf first on his own,
Get
We might draw those guys in, but let's give it a go, I guess. They're going after Gandalf. These guys, you're really hesitant to attack, aren't you?
my lord. Orders.
Which makes me just want to pull those troops out and save them. We've got the clan heir, the faction heir of the dwarves coming after us over here.
Yes.
Orders. Your will.
Pull back to Angsal, gather more forces, and then strike back. Or see what these guys can do to take
War. Beginning the
Thilin.
siege.
Oh, so much to do next time. Kicking things off with this battle, most likely to reclaim it. So until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Until the next one, take care and ciao for now.